there is a real chance this is his shot.
Well, let's kick that shot off right as we jump into game number 1. Mohamed Light, also known as the Prince of Egypt. Why? Well, he's Egyptian and he sits on a golden chair. And look at the background. I mean, also he wins everything. So what else are you going to call him at this point? And Arden now in a big uphill climb. We've mentioned it many times before now. It's time for him to get started.
Mohamed Light decides to go hyper aggressive at the start of this game. As soon as he gets to 10, he goes Hoggy split in the middle. Ardentoas drops that Fisherman right on top of his King Tower, but is not able to get the activation. So maybe already feeling a little bit of nerves going up against Mohamed Light for the biggest match of his career. Arden's, not Mohamed's. And Mohamed Light very happy to be playing super aggressive, which I guarantee we'll see a lot of in this opening set.
Well, you got to keep in mind, too, that Arden probably realizes not just the stakes of this match and who he's playing against and what he's playing for, but he also realizes that across all the languages that we're streaming this in, and we're streaming this in English, German, Spanish, French, Italian, this is in so many different languages around the world that he's playing in front of the biggest audience he's ever been in front of as well. So there's a lot of stress in this situation.
A great delivery, plus to defend on that left-hand side. He does take a lot of damage, but then he goes hyper offensive on the right-hand side, so Mohamed in a very good spot.
Yeah, I really like how he set up his push. He needed to go in with the Royal Hogs to keep it, to keep Ardentoas from just activating King Tower with the Firecracker. And right there, brilliant defense. I was thinking, cycling barbs is almost never the right play. It allows you to, Giant Skeleton plus Hunter, but it was the right play right there. The Firecracker, the delivery on top, the Earthquake slow, like, you have a lot of options available to you, even if your barbs get taken out. So I really liked how he chose to defend them.
High barbs here working against the Giant Skeleton, giving some cover to that Hunter who should be outside of that Skeleton bomb range. And he is, and Fisherman goes down. And now the mirrored barbs behind it. Mo going with what may be an absolute snipe job in this one. I saw someone on the Twitch chat saying sniping RG Lightning, and well, Hunter plus barbs, you throw in that mirror as well, certainly has that flavor.
Oh, man. I mean, talk about getting played on by the GOAT of the game, just knowing exactly all the correct things to do and really putting on the hurt. That mirrored barbs, you saw the smile on his face. He knew that game was all sewn up.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here we go. So, we talk about those BO1 situations. Now, not playing a champion. So there's so many things that Mo did here. Unbelievable snipe job. I mean, it's harder to get much better against that RG Giant Skeleton, but then also making Ardentoas' job and his analyst job so much more difficult as we go into Game 2 and potentially Game 3.
So a little stop and stare here as we're slow playing this. Golden Knight going to get close enough to dash on tower.
Oh, I think that I'm at 2:15, 14, 13. I might have had a little hiccup in the internet about 20 minutes ago. Didn't realize we were so separated in time.
What time are you at right now?
2:05, 4, 3,
Perfect.
2, 1.
Yeah, I reset mine as well, so we should all be in sync as we have an RG at the bottom of your screen and Mortar with Golden Knight at the top. Last card, actually, yeah, I'm not sure what the last card is. It's got to be a spell of some sort.
Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe NATO to take advantage of the Golden Knight, but that would seem a little bit weird to have no direct damage spells.
Yeah, I think he's got to go bigger.
Usually with these kind of Mortar decks, it tends to be Earthquake. So, with that out of play, it has to be, NATO or Fireball. But it is definitely a weird setup. But one thing I would like to point out is that, as a caster, I should not be able to say, this player goes this game 1, this game 2 over and over again, and then for him to run it game 1 and then game 2 he comes out with Mortar. I think he has been playing super well, and yes, it's gotten there, but he has to recognize against Mohamed Light, one of the billion reasons why he's so talented is because he has that team behind him. He has Julesy helping him set up right decks, and you're going to know your opponent's coming out with more in game 2.
Setting up Royal Giant to the right-hand side is Mo. It's reached the final 45 seconds of regulation time. Arden's already called good game, by the way, in this King Tower activation that may, nope, not incoming. Already called good game, which is never a good sign. So we'll see if he can find some sort of way to battle back. But at the moment, feeling like he's in a tough spot.
Yeah, and I think that's a really great point that Josh makes there. It's something that you and I have said for a really long time, Rich. If we can figure out at the booth, and you know the person getting paid to figure this out is going to figure it out. Now, obviously, Josh, a little better at Clash Royale than you and myself, but still in the same situation. He's not an analyst. He's a caster. It's not his job to figure out exactly what they're going to run. I mean, it kind of is, but the ability for him to know that and the fact that Arden just played right into it is very evident of the level of difference in skill and experience here at CR.
Royal Giant on the right-hand side here from Mohamed Light, and Mortar's in the opposite lane. Arden waves the white flag here. And there you go. The run of Mohamed Light these last couple of weeks has been absolutely bananas. Won a qualifier for Snapdragon Pro Series. He'll be in that golden ticket final, which he doesn't need anymore. Then won his qualifier for this event, and then now Mohamed Light, $30,000 and a